A major shift is happening in Lebanon. A prominent Shiite figure issued a chilling message: "We will eat Hezbollah alive if they ever give up their weapons." This isn't an empty threat, it reflects growing defiance inside Lebanon's Shiite community, as US, Saudi, and Egyptian pressure intensifies. December is shaping up to be one of the hottest months Lebanon has seen in years. In the United States, an unprecedented move. 20 states are advancing legislation that recognizes Judea and Samaria, rejecting the term West Bank. This initiative, coordinated with Samaria Regional Council head Yossi Dagan, marks a political earthquake. Dagan said, "This law erases the lie of occupation. Truth comes first. Sovereignty will follow." The Prime Minister's office confirmed that Netanyahu instructed the National Security Council to send an envoy to meet Lebanese economic officials. It's the first attempt ever to establish a foundation for economic cooperation between Israel and Lebanon. A quiet, cautious opening, but one with huge strategic implications. American officials now estimate that an IDF operation in Lebanon could take place within days or weeks. The U.S. envoy even discussed the potential escalation with Iraq's president. The message is clear: the region is sliding toward confrontation. A controversial conference titled "Revenge and War in Gaza" is scheduled at Israel's Open University, portraying IDF operations as vengeance rather than self-defense. Student groups from the religious Zionist movement demanded the event be canceled immediately, calling it a platform for Israel's enemies. Point: UN peacekeepers in southern Lebanon issued a warning. Budget cuts may force reductions in manpower. Still, the mission insists it will operate through 2026 under its mandate on the Israel-Lebanon border. Point: a Hamas cell of 3 terrorists emerged from a tunnel shaft and fired an anti-tank projectile at IDF forces. Golani fighters engaged in close combat, killing 2 terrorists. The third fled back underground after attaching an explosive. This is a severe breach of the ceasefire. Earlier today in eastern Rafah, Golani forces encountered multiple terrorists emerging from underground tunnels. 1 Golani fighter is in critical condition, with 3 others moderately wounded. Southern Command forces remain deployed to neutralize immediate threats. Netanyahu's directive led to a rare trilateral meeting in Nakura: Israel, the United States, and Lebanese civilian representatives. The discussion focused on future economic cooperation. But Israel made one point absolutely clear: Hezbollah must disarm, regardless of any economic progress. Follow-up talks are already planned. Golani fighters were operating near the tunnel network west of the Rafah pocket. They spotted a figure covered in a blanket entering a building. A drone search found nothing inside. As reinforcements arrived, 2 terrorists burst from a tunnel. 1 fired an RPG at the namer APC. 1 terrorist was killed, another escaped wounded. IDF forces are now tracking the fugitive, and officials confirm this was a direct violation of the ceasefire. And Israel will respond. In Yemen, UAE-backed militias seized full control of the Hadramaut province, a major blow to the Houthis. This shift could reshape the regional map. A wave of anger erupted online after the High Court struck down a key policy. Posts accuse the court of nullifying the will of the people and escalating tensions. Some call for protests and blockades around the court building. The legal battle inside Israel is far from over. The Joint Intrinsic Defender naval drill began today with the Israeli Navy and the U.S. Fifth Fleet. The exercise strengthens operational coordination and prepares both navies for regional threats. The IDF Chief of Staff told reservists in Gaza, "We are removing threats on every front. The yellow line is now a new border: Israel's forward defense line and Israel's attack line." Israel will not allow Hamas to rebuild or regroup. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir approved the Mate Yehuda region for personal firearm licensing eligibility. Over 240,000 Israelis have already received permits since the reform, compared to 8,000 per year beforehand. Ben-Gvir declared, Personal weapons in the right hand save lives. Israel revealed secret documents exposing a Hamas money laundering network operating deep inside Turkey under Iranian direction. Millions of dollars were transferred to Hamas leadership using ex-Gazan operatives now embedded in Turkish financial systems. Three key operatives were exposed, including Tamer Hassan, a senior Hamas finance officer. A disturbing video from Jobar near Damascus shows Islamist militants calling for war against Jews. Crowds shouted, "Khaybar, Khaybar, O Jews! Muhammad's army is returning." This rhetoric mirrors al-Qaeda and ISIS ideology, now resurfacing inside Syria. Kuwait stripped cleric Dr. Tariq al-Suwaidan of his citizenship. He is one of the region's most vocal Hamas supporters and a senior Muslim Brotherhood ideologue. Syria's foreign minister declared that Israel's aggression destabilizes the region and prevents peace, repeating classic Assad-era rhetoric. A senior Hezbollah official accused Lebanon's government of abandoning sovereignty, warning that resistance weapons are not up for negotiation. Hezbollah insists only its arms can defend Lebanon, signaling defiance against international pressure. A Qatari foreign ministry representative stated, "Israeli aggression against Syria must stop. The international community must act to prevent further escalation." Qatar continues aligning with pro-Palestinian narratives. Reports from Latakia indicate radical Sunni jihadists are taking over former Alawite strongholds. Women are being forced into strict Islamic dress codes, and the area is shifting toward hardline Islamist rule. Analysts warn Syria may be transforming into a new extremist staging ground. Jolani-aligned jihadists held a massive rally in central Damascus, waving al-Qaeda flags and chanting jihadist slogans, including threats referencing Khaybar. The new Syria under Jolani is becoming a consolidated Sunni jihadist state in the making. Despite rising threats from Lebanon to Rafah, from Syria to the digital battlefield, Israel stands firm, resilient, and unbreakable. This is Shield of Truth. Stay tuned, stay informed, and subscribe for more real updates from Israel and beyond.